A poor scrap collector was picking up trash from a garbage bin when he found a suit inside it. He put the suit into his sack. Just then, a rich girl passed by. Suddenly, a fast-moving car drove through the mud on the side of the road, splashing mud all over the rich girl's clothes. The girl started shouting loudly. The scrap collector standing nearby heard her voice, went to her and said, "I have a suit. If you want, you can change into it." The suit fit the rich girl perfectly. To thank him, the rich girl took money out of her purse and tried to give it to him, but he refused to accept the money. The rich girl looked at her watch, then took out her ATM card from her purse and gave it to the scrap collector before leaving. The card slipped from the scrap collector's hand and fell to the ground. When he looked down, his eyes fell on a file lying on the ground. After some time, the scrap collector reached an office according to the address written on the card. When the poor man entered the office, a boy and a girl standing there said, "Where do you think you're going?" The poor scrap collector replied, "I found a file and a card with this office address written on it." The boy and the girl said, "Give us the file." But the poor man refused to hand it over. He came out of the office and sat near the door. After some time, the rich girl came out of her office room, and the scrap collector approached her. The rich girl took the scrap collector into her room. The poor scrap collector started looking at the files kept in the office cupboard. The files slipped from his hands and fell down. Suddenly, he noticed one particular file and sat on the rich girl's chair, looking at something on the computer. Meanwhile, the arrogant boy and girl saw the scrap collector sitting on the manager's chair and tampering with the files, so they left from there. The scrap collector was cleaning the office when the kind-hearted manager arrived and tried to sit on her chair. The chair broke, and the kind-hearted manager fell down. The cruel boy and girl, who were hiding behind the door, were happily watching all this. The poor scrap collector stood nearby and kept telling the rich girl, "I did not do all this." When the rich girl stood up, she picked up the money and papers scattered on the floor. Suddenly, her eyes fell on one paper. After reading what was written on it, she became happy and quickly hugged the scrap collector because he was her brother. The rich girl said, "I will quickly go out and tell everyone," but the poor scrap collector stopped her. He took out a file from inside his coat and showed it to her. He said, "The boy and girl who work in your office are deceiving you." The poor scrap collector changed his